Well, good morning, everybody. Russ Weaver here, and my video this morning is very, very simple. I'll try to keep it sweet as well. I had a message on my Facebook this morning that asked me what this ride I'm doing in August is. Well, they didn't say in August. They asked me about my ride, but the ride is in August, and it's called the Courage Classic. The Courage Classic in the state of Washington, and I say the state of Washington because if you look all through the U.S., there's different Courage Classics. Most of them are mudders or cycling or whatever the case might be, and they all have different meanings and purposes. So that's awesome. But the Courage Classic that I'm doing is a fundraiser that goes to an endowment that provides shelter and health care and behavioral health and counseling and whatever else it takes for abused children. Now, this could be sexual abuse, this could be physical abuse, mental abuse, spiritual abuse. But basically, that is where your money would go if you choose to support this bike ride. So let's talk about the bike ride a little bit. The bike ride is about 183 miles over 3 days. And some of you avid cyclists are like, I can do that in a day. Well, I can't. That's number one. Number two, it's actually 3 summits over the Cascades. Yeah, whereas I could do that now attitude, right? So it's three summits, 183 miles, and I'm riding for the kids. And in doing so, this all got started for a couple reasons. One, the employers that I work for here at Whistle Workwear, apparently they had done this ride a couple times before. And they just kind of challenged me, oh, you up for a bike ride, Weaver? And I'm like, what's it for? And they told me it was a fundraiser, and I opened my mouth like I always do and said, let's do it! Well, a couple things. One, I didn't have a bike yet. Still don't. I just found my bike. I'm going to buy it actually here in the beginning of April because it's on sale. And when you're going to invest that kind of money, you try to save every penny you can, if you know what I mean. So, I have to raise $750 personally. My team, I committed them to $2,500. But the fact is, now we have a pro sponsor. So raising $2,500 is a drop in a hat, I think. But every penny I raise after that goes directly to this endowment for these kids. So now that's not what inspired me really to do the ride. What really inspired me to be passionate about this ride is that I found out after I had committed to this, like many things that I do, that what it was for was to help protect these kids I just talked about, which are the kids that are abused sexually, physically, mentally, or spiritually, or in bad households, bad situations. And immediately I thought of one of my friends in grade school. Let's call him Shane. And Shane, one time he and I were riding around. I can't remember if it was a Saturday, so I know it was on a weekend. And I know it was in the spring because it was still a little chilly out. And he lived probably 2 or 3 miles from my house. And he said he had to be at home, I think it was like 3 o'clock. So we showed up at his house at, 2:45. And as we walked through the door, his dad starts yelling at him, grabs him, throws him on the couch, pulls his belt off, and proceeds to beat him like... I don't want to say a dog because that might set off the animal activists that might be watching this, but it's true. Just beat him. Didn't care. Head shots, body shots, butt, legs, any piece of skin this loser could hit Shane, he did. And I witnessed this entire atrocity. And I just kind of sat there in disbelief. And then when he was done beating Shane, and Shane was crying and whimpering, he looked at me and told me to get out and go home. And if I said anything to anybody, that he would do the same to me. So I don't think my mom and dad even ever heard this story until probably just now. And I'm not going to say that that's okay, but it's, I guess in loose terms, it's okay because that spoke volumes later on in life. So Shane was gone for over a week from school. He wasn't at school that entire week that we returned back to school. And the following week, he wasn't there for a couple days. He showed up, and he still had bruises on him. We talked to the I told the teacher what happened at that point, kind of. And Shane just blew it off because they, of course, talked to Shane about it, and he didn't want anything to happen to his dad, like a lot of children. But to this day, Shane is messed up. I don't know anything about his dad after that. I know I never went to his house again. But the fact is, what I'm writing for is to help kids stay out of situations like that. So I'm asking you to help support me in this bike ride to help raise $750. If I could do more than that, then I would love that. So let me talk about the fundraiser part of this. Your money does not come to Russ Weaver at all. I never see it. It goes directly to the website of the charity. All you do is click on the link that's associated with this video or on my Facebook page. You follow that link, and you just donate. You can use your credit card, checking account, whatever. I use a credit card for $50 that one of my coworkers sent me and didn't have a way to put it on, so I did it for her. And so you don't have to worry about Russ going to Sporty's Bar and Grill and having dinner on you, although I would never do that. Your money goes to a secure location and goes to a good cause. It's also tax deductible. Woohoo! And I don't know about you, but Lisa and I had to pay taxes this year, and it sucks. So every penny that you can deduct, you can stick it to the IRS. So you're winning. Ha-ha! You're donating to the kids, you're helping keep them safe, and you're sticking it to the man. Anyway, so I'm asking you to help me raise $750 or more. I read about a team of 2 guys. Last year they raised $13,000. $13,000. That is incredible. Now, I don't know how they did that. I don't know if they work for Microsoft or whatever, but my goal is pennies compared to what they did. So I'm asking you help, and I need your help, because if I don't raise the $750, they're going to charge me on my credit card $750, and I don't have it. I have the room on the credit card, and yes, my wife and I would pay it, and yes, we would tax deduct the crap out of it, but your help would be awesome. So during this time, over the next few months, as I start writing and blogging, your support is going to be awesome. And during the ride, and as I find things out, I will keep you apprised to how things are going on my Facebook page. So, number one, my Facebook page is www.facebook.com /FF-Chaplain. That is FF as in Frank, Chaplain, or firefighter. That's what it was actually for. And my YouTube page is Scoutmaster Russ. And very simple. And of course, the link to the fundraising page will be on here. I don't know it off the top of my head because it's usually something /XYZ, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what to tell you, but it's on this page. So if you have any questions or concerns, you can email me. You can use the message board, whatever the case might be. And one last thing, and probably the most important, I want to thank you in advance for your support. It means a lot to me, and I'm really hoping that you and I, along with several other people, can rise to the challenge. I'm going to ride this ride with your name in my pocket, because maybe you can't do this, and that's okay, but I can, and I will. So not only will I be riding for the kids, I'll be riding for you too. All right? All right. If there's anything else, let me know. I'll be around.